Welcome. My name is Elena, and I'm about to tell you about my needs analysis project. An instructional intervention has been identified as a desired solution for onboarding career and professional development team onto Salesforce platform. MBA's Career and Professional Development, or CPD team, hosts more than 290 companies on Harvard Business School campus and 6,000 companies that post jobs for students. The purpose of this project is to provide a flexible and robust CRM for CPD team through Salesforce Foundation platform. A new lead management process will be implemented. This release onboards the CPD team to Salesforce and enhances their capacity to manage company and contact information of recruiting organizations, as well as analyze and report on recruiter activity. The objective of this training program is to enable CPD team, about 20 users total, to use newly developed modules within Salesforce. It was essential to make sure that the transition is smooth and accepted with as little resistance as possible from the users. It is expected that training will minimize the transition time and the effect it may have on day-to-day operations. In order to provide my recommendations for training as well as non-training solutions, I started with needs assessment. To collect information, I attended project meetings to gather requirements, interviewed the project manager and business analyst, interviewed MBA's associate director to better understand needs of the CPD team, where I asked what their expectations are for the new system, as well as what worked well and what didn't work with the previous process. I analyzed CPD's current process and workflow, and studied existing documentation, use cases, ticket data, mission statement, CPD's website, and other relevant extant data. With the collected and analyzed data, I made recommendations with solutions for the training and also solutions that went beyond training. I also estimated time and resources that I would need to develop and conduct the training and create non-training solutions such as quick reference guides. I learned many valuable lessons in my training needs assessment. The first lesson is to consider the source of the gap. Start with questions: what results must we achieve, and how do we best achieve them? Keep an open mind as you research and collect data, because the solution may not necessarily be training. Other factors may be contributing to the existing gap between current state and the desired state. Recommendations should address all these factors discovered through the analysis. Remember that training isn't always the best solution. Choose a model for successful needs assessment. As proposed by Ryan Watkins in Discovering Needs video lectures, consider applying 5-step process. Start by defining the scope. Then design what will happen in the assessment. Develop tools for conducting the assessment. Do the assessing, and finally, document what you learned and recommend. Understanding your audience is essential for your analysis and the way you will provide recommendations and present your findings. When presenting to different audience types, customize your message accordingly. Objectives when communicating with the different groups will likely be different. Once you know your audience, you need to devise a solid communication plan. Make sure to clearly state your process and expectations, and be prepared to understand your client's expectations and timelines. Make sure to collect both hard and soft data, and as suggested by Kaufman, Herman, and Water, relate soft data questions to hard data in order to find agreement and disagreement. Your recommendations should be guided with considerations on organizational level, departmental level, and individual level. Plan everything ahead, but keep revising your plan as you go if needed. Have a plan in case data is different from what you have predicted. I also find it extremely beneficial to write out a detailed plan that includes timelines, work hours, needed resources, deadlines for SME's feedback, deliverables, and other important details, and have the client sign off on it before I begin working on the project. Oftentimes, shifts in project scope or timeline may have serious impacts on the work that you're doing. If that happens, you can always go back to the client and remind them what was agreed upon and what the implications of changing or diverging from that plan are at that particular point. I hope this is helpful to you as you design